Hey guys, and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to teach you guys how to install Stardew Valley mods. This tutorial will be super simple and super easy to understand, and if you have any questions you can leave a comment in the comments below. The next thing you're going to want to do, and you're going to want to do this before you install any mods or anything, is you're going to want to go to Steam and you're going to want to run Stardew Valley. If you've ran it before, that's okay, just run it really quickly. When it loads up, just immediately exit. You can just immediately exit just like that. Next, you're going to go to a website called Nexus, Nexus. It's completely free, it's completely safe, tons of people use it. There's a million mods on this website. This is where you're going to be downloading a couple things. This is where you'll be downloading your mods and where you'll be downloading the program that you need to run the mods. First, make sure to make an account. It's completely free. You don't have to buy the premium upgrade. You can do everything with the free account. So just go make an account real quick and sign in. The first thing you're going to want to download is a thing called Smappy. It's spelled S-M-A-P-I. This is a modding API. What a modding API basically is it's a kind of client, and basically what it does is it combines itself with Steam and Stardew, and when you install mods, the mods go into Smappy, which allow the game to run the mods. Basically a mod holder in a sense. So you don't need anything else. You don't need to download anything else to make Smappy work. All you have to do is go to this Files button right here after you look up Smappy. Click it. Go to the top one with the main files, go to manual download, and then you're going to go to the slow download. You don't want to do the fast download. The fast download will cost money because you have to buy a premium account, but the slow download, as you can see, is still relatively fast. It'll only take about 30 seconds. So the next step is actually installing Smappy into Steam and on your computer because you downloaded it, but you haven't installed it. So just go to this little folder icon here and go to downloads, and it'll be right here. You're going to drag Smappy onto your desktop like that. You're going to right click. You're going to go to new. And you're going to open the folder. Then you're going to drag Smappy into that folder. You're going to open that folder. You're going to right click on it and hit extract here. Now if there isn't an extract here button and your file doesn't have this little book icon, it's because you don't have WinRAR installed. To install WinRAR, it's really simple. It's completely safe. Millions of people have it. It's completely free, and I recommend downloading it anyways. So just go to Google and type in WinRAR, W-I-N-R-A-R, go to the top link. Don't hit any of these buy or download things. You're just going to want to hit this download button right here for WinRAR. And you're going to want to download the 64-bit or the 32-bit, depending what system your computer has. If you don't know if your computer is 64-bit or 32-bit, just go to Google and look up how to check if my computer is 64-bit or 32-bit. Most computers are 64-bit, so I'll download the 64-bit. This screen right here just tells you how to install it, but I'm going to show you myself. And again, WinRAR and Smappy and everything you download in this video are completely safe. So just go to your downloads again, open up WinRAR. It'll bring up a little prompt that says WinRAR Archiver, just hit yes. It'll bring up this little screen right here, and you're just going to hit install. Once you're done installing it, it'll bring up this little weird console thing. Just close it out, and then you're done and you have WinRAR installed. And all your files that are zip files should have the book icon. So now going back to installing Smappy, once you have Smappy in that new folder, you just, like I said, right click it, go to the extract here button, and click that. Basically what that did is zip files have files inside of them, and when you extract them, you take the files or whatever is in that and extract it basically. So basically inside that zip file, there was a folder with the Smappy installer, and you need this so that you can actually install Smappy. And like I said before, Smappy is absolutely needed for modding because it's what actually holds the mods and allows the mods to run. So once you extract it, you're going to open up the Smappy folder and you're going to see a couple options. You have install on Windows, install on Mac, and install on Linux. We're going to be doing Windows unless you're on Mac, then hit install on Mac. But this tutorial is more guided to people that are on Windows. If you don't know if you're on Windows or Mac or not, Windows is just a normal computer, and Mac is an Apple computer. So to install it on Windows, you just left click it twice and open up this little box right here. This black box is called a command prompt, and you just got to do a couple things to just install Smappy now. Now to install it, it says up here where to add or remove Smappy. Now most people have this on Steam, some people have it on Game Pass. Installing it on Game Pass is a little bit different, and I'm going to make a tutorial for that. So if you're trying to install mods on Game Pass on your computer, just go to my channel and look for the Game Pass version of this mod installation. But if you're on Steam, you can continue with this tutorial. So to install it on Steam, you're going to hit 1 and then enter. Now it's asking you, what do you want to do? Do you want to install Smappy or uninstall it? Now we haven't installed it yet, so you're going to want to hit 1 and enter again to actually install it. This stuff right here is just it installing, and once you see these green little lettering, then you know that it's installed correctly. Okay, so now that you installed Smappy, it's going to bring up these green letters. Basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to highlight from this little apostrophe all the way to the percent symbol. It's very important that you don't miss the percent symbol and you don't miss the apostrophe. So you want to left click and drag across all of this. Now you're going to want to copy this. Normally people will right click and try and copy, but as you can see when you right click, it just goes away. But there is another way that you can copy text without actually doing it that way. It's super simple. You're going to want to press and hold Control, and then you're going to press C. Doing that copies the text. So now that you did that and you copied the text, you can close the command prompt. I've also been asked, how do you install mods for Stardew Valley with pirated versions of the game? So meaning that you stole it. A pirated version of the game is basically where you install it from a website for free and you don't pay for it. I don't know how to install mods that way, and I also don't recommend doing that. You're stealing from the person who made the game, and it is technically illegal. But if you're trying to install mods on Steam or Game Pass, you're in the right place and you're doing great. And now you're going to want to go back to Steam. So now once you open Steam, you're going to want to go to Library where Stardew Valley is installed. You're going to want to right click and you're going to want to go to the thing that says Properties. So just right click on Stardew Valley and go to Properties. It'll bring up this little box right here, and at the bottom it'll say Launch Options. Right here you're going to want to paste the text. You can either right click and hit paste, or you can press and hold Control and then press V. That'll also paste it. Either works. Once you pasted it, you can close this. The next thing you're going to want to do is run and play Stardew Valley again really quickly. The reason this is because when you play the game again with Smappy installed, it creates a mod folder, and it just prevents any issues when you do install mods. So once you load up, you can immediately exit just like before. You can also delete this folder on your desktop now, you don't need it anymore. Next is actually downloading the mods that you want to download. So just go back to Google and go back to Nexus. There's only one mod you really need to install, and it's called Content Patcher. The reason you need to install this is simply because so many mods require Content Patcher, you might as well download it, because when you try and download a mod later, you're more than likely going to download Content Patcher anyways. Whenever you're downloading mods, you're going to want to make sure you read the description in case it says anything specific. A certain mod may not work with a different mod, and it's good to read the description to find out. And the other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to check the requirements for every mod. So a required mod basically means if you wanted to download this mod up here, it may require another mod to work correctly. So an example of this, I'm going to use Stardew Valley Expanded to show you a required mod. So right here you can see under the Nexus Requirements tab that you need all of these mods right here to be able to play Stardew Valley Expanded. The tab that says mods requiring this file you can completely ignore. So to actually download Content Patcher, it's very similar to how you installed Smappy. You go to Files, you go to Manual Download, Download, and then Slow Download. Now, you have Content Patcher downloaded in your downloads, but it's not actually installed into Steam yet, so you still have to install it. Now, I'm going to download one more mod. Like I said before, Content Patcher is just a mod that allows a lot of other mods to work, so it actually doesn't add any content at all. So if you load up Stardew with Content Patcher installed, you're not going to really be able to tell, simply because it doesn't add anything. So the mod that I'm going to download to show you that the mods actually work is Stardew Valley Expanded. Stardew Valley Expanded is one of the most popular mods in the world, and I feel like a lot of people that are coming in this video are probably going to be learning how to download this mod anyways. So like I said before, go to the description and quickly read through it and make sure there's nothing wrong. So now to actually install Stardew Valley Expanded, you have to download Stardew Valley Expanded itself and the required mods. So I'm going to install the Stardew Valley mod itself first. So to do that, go to the Files again, Manual Download, and Download. Slow download. So now, while the actual Stardew Valley Expanded mod is downloading, I'm going to go and download all the mods that I also need to download for this mod to work correctly. So just go back to the description, go to the requirements, and you're going to want to download all of these mods here. Now, we already downloaded Content Patcher, and we already downloaded Smappy. if you see Smappy Stardew modding API, you can ignore this on any of the mods, even if it's under the requirements tab, because it's already the thing that you downloaded already, which is Smappy. You already downloaded this onto your computer and into Steam, but you don't have to re-download this again. So we have Content Patcher installed, Smappy Stardew modding API. Most mods don't require this many mods, they may only require 1 or 2, but Stardew Valley Expanded is a big mod, so there's a lot of requirements. So to download these really easy, you can just right click and do open link in new tab. That basically just brings it to another tab, and you basically can do that on all of them. So now I got all the mods up here, so now I need to install them. Even though these are mods for Stardew Valley Expanded, you're also going to want to check if these mods also require mods. So for an example of this, if you wanted to download Stardew Valley Bigger Backpacks, you're going to want to actually download Stardew Valley Bigger Backpacks itself, and you're also going to want to check the requirements tab, and you can see that Stardew Hack is a requirement, so you need to download Stardew Hack. And under Stardew Hack, which is required for bigger backpacks, Stardew Hack also has its own requirement, which is General Mod Config. So to download all the required files, it's the same process. You go to manual download, download, slow download. So now that I downloaded all the required mods for Stardew Valley Expanded, or now that you guys have downloaded all the required mods that you may need for that mod, now we can actually install the mods into Steam/Stardew Valley. So to actually install the mods into your game, now that you have them downloaded onto your computer, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to right click, go to new, and make another folder again. You're going to go back to your downloads. You're going to highlight all of the mods that you downloaded. You're going to drag them into the folder that you made. Once you do that, you're going to open the folder, and then you can see all the mods that you put into this folder. Now, the most amount of mods you're going to want to download at once is between 5 and 10. You'll want to test them out, see if they work correctly, and if they do, you can go back and download more mods. Don't download 30 to 50 mods at once. It can cause problems, or your computer may not be able to keep up. So you're going to do the same thing that you did with Smappy. You're going to highlight all the mods that you downloaded. You're going to right click, and you're going to hit extract here again. This will extract the files, just like how you did with Smappy, and create folders. Now that you did that, you can highlight all of these zip files, the ones with the books, and you can delete them. You don't need them anymore. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to keep this folder open with your mods, and you're going to want to open up Steam. Once you open up Steam, you're going to go over to Stardew Valley again. You're going to right click, and instead of going to properties, you're going to hover over manage, and go to browse local files. Now this folder is going to appear. This folder basically shows you all of your files for Stardew Valley, including your mods and your saves. Now there should be a mods folder here. If there isn't, just close this, play Stardew Valley again, exit, and then come back to this window here, and it should be here. If it's still not here, just leave a comment and I'll help you out. But in most people's cases, there should be a mods folder here. You're going to want to open up the mods folder, then you're going to bring this little folder here, and grab your other folder with the mods in it. You're going to highlight all of the mods that you extracted and downloaded, and bring it over to the mods folder. And as you can see, all the mods are now in the mods folder. Now at this point, you can exit both of these windows, and you're done. Your mods are downloaded, and now you can test out your mods. So to test out if your mods work, just go to Stardew Valley here, and make sure that you run Stardew Valley through Steam. If you try to play it through the icon, it may not open up your mods, and that's because Smappy is combined with Steam, and if you just open it with the icon, it just doesn't open properly. So just hit play, the command prompt will come back up, it'll give you some lettering. If there's no red lettering, that's really good. If there's yellow lettering, that's completely fine. But as you can see, everything loaded up correctly, and if you want to make sure that there is no red lettering and it went by too quick, just come right up here, hit this little button here, it'll minimize the game, you can drag it somewhere. So I just made a new character, and now I'm going to show you guys that Stardew Valley Expanded downloaded correctly. But as you can see, once you come over here to Piers, he has a complete new, farming area in the back. And if you check the map, there's new areas down here. But once you come down near Marnie's, you can see that there's a huge difference. This is completely different. So if this video did help you, leaving a like would really help me out. Also, leaving a comment would be awesome. I love responding to all of you guys' comments. And if you enjoyed this sort of content and Stardew Valley content, you can also subscribe for more. But I hope that I helped you guys out. I hope you guys got your mods installed. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you guys in the next video.